School assemblies were never like this. I'm Jeff Stein with today's Iowa Politics Report. When I was growing up here in Iowa in the 1970s, we'd look forward to the yearly all-school assemblies when the legendary Al Bell would come and tell stories of his most recent world trip. You see, he and his wife would take a trip each summer and then spend the next school year going to 400 to 500 different schools and show films that they had shot and display the souvenirs they had acquired. His daughter is carrying on the tradition to a degree. She'll be presenting stories and showing films of her parents' journeys again tomorrow, Friday, at the State Historical Museum in Des Moines. It's something she's done for some time. Well, I was reminded of Al Bell when I heard about what sort of assemblies public tax dollars were being spent on in New York. Records show that some $200,000 has been spent on drag shows at New York City schools just since the year 2018. The New York Post reports that last month alone, a group now known as Drag Story Hour NYC received $46,000 from city contracts for appearances at public schools, street festivals, and libraries. Now, that group is a nonprofit organization whose cross-dressed performers interact with kids as young as age 3. Cross-dressed performers typically read aloud from books, some of which celebrate gender fluidity, including something called "The Hips on the Drag Queen Go Swish, Swish, Swish." Oh my, the things I never thought I'd say on the radio. Al Bell used to dress up in clothing tied to the culture he was telling us about. I suppose you could say the cross-dressers are doing the same thing, except it's not at all the same thing. And that's the Iowa Politics Report for Thursday, June 16. On Twitter, Instagram, Getter, Parler, and Truth Social at Iowa Politics. I'm Jeff Stein on News Talk 1540 KXEL.